In 1930, a man named Elliot Ludwig found himself at a crossroads in life. Recently divorced from his wife, Molly, Elliot struggled to cope with the overwhelming pain of losing the person he had once loved. The weight of the emotional toll seemed unbearable at times, and he felt lost, adrift in a sea of heartache and regret. Yet, despite the crushing despair, something stirred within him, a spark of hope that refused to go out. It was during this dark chapter of his life that he discovered Playtime Company, a modest factory located in the heart of the Midwest. At first, it was nothing more than a potential business opportunity, a chance to rebuild his shattered life. But as he delved deeper into the concept, something clicked. The idea of creating something that could bring joy to children and families reignited a purpose within him, a way to channel his grief into something positive. Partnering with Pierre, a brilliant innovator and the head of Playtime Co.'s Innovation Division, Elliot began crafting a vision for the future. Together, they poured their hearts into transforming the factory into a place unlike any other, a magical world where children could not only play and have fun, but also bring home a friend, an imaginative toy that would become a companion for years to come. Through tireless work and countless late nights, the factory began to take shape. It wasn't just a business venture, it was a dream, a legacy. Playtime Company would become a foundation, a sanctuary of joy, where kids could escape their everyday lives and immerse themselves in a world of wonder and laughter. But the true magic of Playtime Company was more than just the toys. It was the belief that every child deserved a piece of happiness to call their own. In 1950, Playtime Company achieved a monumental breakthrough in toy innovation, one that would forever change the toy industry and captivate the hearts of children everywhere. It was during this time that they created the most incredible doll ever invented. Her name was Poppy, and she was nothing short of revolutionary. Poppy was the first truly intelligent doll in the world, a creation unlike anything anyone had ever seen. She wasn't just a toy, she was a companion. A little girl could speak to Poppy, and in return, Poppy would respond, holding conversations as naturally as if she were a real person. Her ability to answer questions, share stories, and engage in meaningful dialogue made her the first doll capable of actual interaction, a monumental leap forward in the world of toys. Elliot Ludwig saw this achievement as the perfect realization of his dreams. Playtime Company had not only created a toy, but had introduced something deeply personal, a doll that could make children feel heard and understood. It was a profound success, and he couldn't wait to expand on this achievement, creating even more toys that would change the way children played forever. The factory flourished, and the joy that Playtime Company brought to the world became something Elliot proudly built upon. However, the 1960s brought an unexpected and devastating turn in Elliot's personal life. In the midst of his professional triumphs, a tragic family death struck him like a bolt of lightning. The loss of a loved one sent him spiraling into despair, and for a time, he struggled to maintain his footing. The weight of the grief seemed unbearable, and it felt as though everything he had worked for might come crashing down. Yet, despite the overwhelming sadness, Elliot's ambition remained unshaken. His passion for Playtime Company and his vision for the future of the toy industry pushed him to rise again. His resilience, though tested, never faltered. Driven by the memory of what he had built and the promise of a brighter future, Elliot threw himself back into his work with renewed determination. His personal loss became the fuel for his ambition, and through it, he found the strength to continue expanding Playtime Company, forever dedicating himself to fulfilling his vision of bringing joy to children around the world. Elliot's journey was far from easy, but his resolve to bring his dreams to life and to honor the legacy of the family he had lost would shape the future of Playtime Company, and ultimately, the toys that would define generations. As Playtime Company continued to grow and evolve, the company's leadership began to recognize that their mission extended beyond just creating toys. It was about making a meaningful difference in the lives of children. In the spirit of giving back, Playtime Company launched the Foster and Adoptive Care Initiative, a program designed to support orphan children and help them find permanent, loving homes. This initiative was born from a deep belief that every child deserves the opportunity to thrive, not only in the world of Playtime Co.'s toys, but also in their own real lives. The initiative aimed to foster permanency and stability in the lives of orphan children by recruiting adoptive and foster parents from within the company itself. Playtime Company encouraged all employees to actively participate in this mission, offering them the chance to foster or adopt children in need of loving homes. It wasn't just about providing for these children, it was about ensuring they were welcomed into families that would care for them and give them the opportunity to flourish. The company understood that by taking action within their own workforce, they could create a ripple effect that would inspire others to do the same. For employees who chose to take part in the program, Playtime Company offered additional benefits to support their efforts in becoming foster or adopted parents. These benefits were designed to ease the financial and emotional burdens of parenthood, making it easier for workers to open their homes to children who needed love and care. The initiative wasn't just a company program. It was a heartfelt commitment to the well-being of children, both in the Midwest and across the world. Playtime Company worked tirelessly to ensure that orphan children, regardless of where they came from, were given the resources and opportunities to build new lives in families that could offer them the love and security they deserved. As part of its broader mission, Playtime Company also collaborated with global organizations, reaching out to orphanages and foster care systems worldwide. This effort helped ensure that the company's impact reached beyond their immediate community, providing support and hope to children in desperate need of a fresh start. Every child, no matter their background or circumstances, deserved a chance at a new life, a chance to be part of something greater than themselves. Through the Foster and Adopted Care Initiative, Playtime Company became a beacon of hope, showing that their commitment to children went far beyond creating toys. They recognized that the true essence of joy came from giving children the opportunity to feel loved, valued, and secure in a permanent family. This program became an integral part of Playtime Co.'s legacy, and its impact would be felt by generations of children, families, and employees who had the courage and heart to participate in such a meaningful cause. As the years went on, Playtime Company continued to innovate and expand its toy line, introducing a series of iconic creations that would become beloved by children for generations to come. Each decade brought new excitement and groundbreaking designs that elevated the company to new heights. In 1961, Playtime Company introduced Bren, a dinosaur toy that captivated the imagination of children everywhere. With its lifelike features and attention to detail, Bren quickly became a favorite for young adventurers, sparking a fascination with prehistoric creatures and giving children the chance to experience a world long past. 5 years later, in 1966, Playtime Company expanded its toy line even further with the creation of Boxy Boo toy that combined both fun and functionality. With its unique, interactive design, Boxy Boo quickly became a household name, as children enjoyed the thrill of playing with a toy that could move and respond in ways they had never seen before. In 1979, Playtime Company began development on a new project that would forever change the landscape of the toy industry. Candy Cat, a playful, whimsical character inspired by the free-spirited nature of the 1970s, was born. True to her design, Candy Cat was introduced to the world in 1970s fashion, with her colorful personality and love for sweets making her an instant hit among children. Candy Cat's charm and carefree spirit made her a favorite among kids who loved indulging in sugary treats, embodying the carefree joy of youth. However, it wasn't until 1984 that Playtime Company would create a toy that would go on to become its most beloved and iconic creation, Huggy Wuggy. Huggy Wuggy was unlike any toy the world had ever seen. Designed with a unique ability to hug, Huggy Wuggy was created with the express purpose of offering children a companion that could provide comfort and companionship, no matter where they were. The inspiration for this toy came from Playtime Co.'s founder, Elliot Ludwig, who wanted to create a toy that could offer a sense of warmth and affection, a toy that could hug you forever. Drawing from the company's 4-step process for creating the most lifelike toys, Playtime Company crafted Huggy Wuggy using a simple yet effective combination of string and polyester, allowing the toy to move and feel incredibly lifelike. Huggy Wuggy's large, soft blue body was designed to wrap around children, giving them the feeling of a warm, comforting embrace. Upon its release, Huggy Wuggy quickly became a sensation. With its charming, almost human-like qualities, Huggy Wuggy captured the hearts of children and parents alike. It wasn't just a toy. It was a friend, a source of comfort, and an ever-present companion for those in need of emotional support. Huggy Wuggy resonated with children on a deeply personal level, and it wasn't long before it became Playtime Co.'s most popular and best-selling toy to date, solidifying the company's reputation for creating not just toys, but companions that could bring comfort and joy to children all around the world. Through each of these iconic creations, Playtime Company continued to prove that they weren't just designing toys, they were designing experiences, memories, and connections. Whether it was the prehistoric excitement of Bren, the playful nature of Boxy Boo, the sugary sweetness of Candy Cat, or the comforting embrace of Huggy Wuggy, Playtime Company showed the world that toys had the power to touch hearts, inspire imaginations, and create lasting bonds. Around the time Huggy Wuggy was being created, there was another, far more disturbing development of Playtime Company, Experiment 1006, known only as the prototype. Unlike the playful, comforting nature of Huggy Wuggy, the prototype represented a terrifying leap in Playtime Co.'s experimental capabilities. It was the first of its kind, an artificial intelligence that displayed abilities far beyond any expectations the company had set for its creations. While other toys exhibited basic interactive functions, the prototype displayed traits of ingenuity, self-awareness, and an unsettling capacity for problem-solving. The same week, a near-catastrophic event occurred involving the prototype, a close call that nearly resulted in a full containment breach. During its confinement, the prototype seemed to show remarkable resourcefulness. In a terrifying display of intelligence, it disassembled the digital alarm clock in its room, scavenging parts from the device along with several other components in the room. It used the battery to create a laser pointer, which it then used to disable the security camera watching its cell. This quick thinking allowed the prototype to have a 28.23-second window of complete autonomy, during which it was no longer being monitored. Once the camera system was restored, the surveillance footage revealed an empty room, suggesting that the prototype had managed to escape. However, one surveillance specialist was dispatched immediately to confirm the prototype's absence and re-establish control. Upon opening the door, the specialist discovered that the prototype had hidden itself in one of the camera's blind spots, waiting for the opportunity to flee. In a desperate bid for freedom, the prototype attempted to rush through the open door. Fortunately, another surveillance specialist had been quick to act, remotely locking the door to prevent its escape. But the damage was done. During the attempt, one casualty occurred, a specialist who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. The prototype, it seemed, was not only extraordinarily intelligent, but also willing to employ violence to achieve its goals, showing no hesitation when it came to eliminating obstacles in its path. The intelligence displayed by Experiment 1006 was unprecedented, surpassing that of any other test subject Playtime Company had worked with. It was clear that this creation was something entirely different. Its capacity for self-preservation and violence raised serious concerns about the direction of the company's experiments. The prototype had outgrown its intended parameters, and its autonomy posed a great threat to the safety of everyone in the facility. As a result, Playtime Company knew they would need to enact severe suppression treatments to prevent any future experiments from developing similar traits. These treatments would ensure that no other creations possess the level of intelligence, autonomy, and aggression that the prototype had shown. The management team came to the unanimous conclusion that these dangerous qualities would have to be mitigated at all costs to protect the integrity of future projects. Despite this unsettling failure, the company found some solace in the success of Experiment 1170, Huggy Wuggy. Huggy Wuggy, unlike the prototype, demonstrated the perfect balance of intelligence and obedience. With Huggy Wuggy, Playtime Company had created a toy that was not only interactive and intelligent, but also controllable and safe. Huggy Wuggy became the company's ideal outcome, a toy that was both lovable and manageable, and it was clear that the company's future would rely on achieving similar results with all future creations. The prototype's actions, however, served as a sobering reminder of the dangers of pushing the boundaries of artificial intelligence and robotics. While the success of Huggy Wuggy solidified Playtime Co.'s place in toy history, it also marked a turning point in the company's approach to experimentation. From that moment on, safety protocols were revamped, and greater caution would be exercised in the development of any future toys, particularly those with the potential to think and act independently. The prototype, however, remained a chilling reminder of what could go wrong when a creation was allowed to evolve beyond control. In 1985, Playtime Company introduced a new character that would become an essential addition to their growing lineup of beloved toys, Kissy Missy. Released shortly after the success of Huggy Wuggy, Kissy Missy was designed to complement her blue counterpart, but she quickly proved to be much more than just Huggy Wuggy's better half. With her distinctive pink fur, playful personality, and an unmistakable flair for fun, Kissy Missy captured the hearts of children and adults alike. Kissy Missy wasn't just another toy. She became a symbol of Playtime Co.'s commitment to creating lovable, engaging characters that resonated with children on a deeper level. Unlike many of the company's other creations, Kissy Missy was crafted not only with personality but also with a specific purpose in mind. She was designed to embody the ideals and policies of Playtime Company herself. As her name suggests, Kissy Missy was sweet, affectionate, and always eager to share her warmth with others. But, beneath her fuzzy exterior, she also held a strong belief in Playtime Co.'s values, including inclusivity, happiness, and the importance of following the rules. Kissy Missy was a beacon of Playtime Co.'s policies, and she was not shy about making sure everyone knew it. She was the kind of toy who would cheerfully remind children of the importance of following directions, keeping things neat, and sharing with others. Her charm and fun-loving attitude made her the perfect figure to encourage positive behavior in children, and she became an ambassador of the company's mission. Whether it was through her cheerful advice on keeping your room tidy or her constant encouragement to play fair, Kissy Missy always had a lesson to impart, all while being endearing and approachable. Her signature move or signature kiss was as much a part of her character as her fluffy pink exterior. Always ready to give a kiss to those in need of affection or encouragement, Kissy Missy was known to brighten anyone's day. Children loved her for the comfort she provided, and parents admired her for reinforcing good habits and behavior in a fun, interactive way. Kissy Missy's design reflected a unique balance between sweetness and strength, and ability to connect emotionally with children while still staying true to her mission. Playtime Company recognized early on that she wasn't just a toy, she was a guiding force for positivity and values within their expansive brand. Her dynamic presence and unwavering dedication to spreading joy made her a symbol of the company's commitment to creating not only toys but a sense of community and good-heartedness. As she spread love and positivity, Kissy Missy became a staple of Playtime Co.'s toy collection, ensuring that children everywhere had a fuzzy, pink companion who wasn't afraid to offer a little tough love, all wrapped up in a big, warm hug. Whether reminding children to clean up their play areas or simply offering a sweet kiss of encouragement, Kissy Missy embodied everything Playtime Company wanted to represent: love, fun, and a little bit of guidance wrapped in the perfect package of pink fluff. Her popularity quickly soared, and just like Huggy Wuggy before her, Kissy Missy became a fan favorite, helping to solidify Playtime Co.'s position at the forefront of the toy industry. Her legacy as a reminder of the company's dedication to both joy and responsibility continues to echo through the hearts of those who grew up with her by their side. In the late 1980s, Playtime Company took its next major leap in the realm of innovation with the creation of Experiment 1222, also known as Mommy Longlegs. The project, led by the company's top scientists and engineers, was one of the most ambitious and experimental toys to date. Mommy Longlegs was designed to push the boundaries of Playtime Co.'s technology, blending cutting-edge robotics with a more interactive and lifelike design than anything that had come before her. She was an exciting blended beauty and terror, with her long, twisting limbs and colorful, yet unsettling, appearance. Mommy Longlegs, a toy that embodied both a nurturing and creepy demeanor, was meant to be more than just a plaything. She was the epitome of Playtime Co.'s vision and advanced prototype that could adapt to the growing demands of the industry. Her purpose was clear: to provide children with an interactive, almost maternal figure capable of fostering a deep emotional connection while engaging them in creative play. Yet, as with all of Playtime Co.'s experimental toys, there were unforeseen complexities beneath the surface. By February 2, 1991, Playtime Company had successfully completed her development, and Mommy Longlegs was officially introduced into the company's toy lineup. Her first major role was to be stationed at the newly established Game Station, a sprawling amusement center within the Playtime Company headquarters designed to showcase the company's most advanced creations. The Game Station was the perfect setting for Mommy Longlegs, as she could interact with children in a controlled, engaging environment, displaying both her nurturing and playful sides. Her debut was met with incredible success. Children were immediately drawn to her long, flexible limbs and her ability to interact in ways that no other toy had before. Mommy Longlegs quickly became a favorite, known for her ability to move gracefully and engaging games, offering endless entertainment for children as they participated in the various activities at the Game Station. Her gentle yet eerie presence captured the imagination of the young visitors, and her popularity skyrocketed. Soon, the demand for Mommy Longlegs toys in the market was undeniable. Playtime Company quickly realized that the character had evolved from a simple prototype into a genuine cultural phenomenon. The company began to mass-produce versions of Mommy Longlegs for children to take home, offering them the opportunity to have a piece of the interactive experience in their own homes. Her unique design, with her colorful appearance and highly adaptable movements, made her a toy that parents could trust to keep their children entertained for hours while also fostering creativity and imagination. As Playtime Company launched the consumer line of Mommy Longlegs toys, they included features like voice recognition and the ability to play interactive games. This made her one of the most advanced toys in the market, a toy capable of offering a personalized experience tailored to each child's interaction. The toy could respond to commands, engage in playful dialogue, and even mimic the movements and expressions of a caring, maternal figure, making it feel like children were actually interacting with a real person. However, despite her immense popularity, there remained an underlying unease surrounding Mommy Longlegs. Behind the seemingly perfect exterior of this loving, nurturing figure, there were whispers of her origins, her creation as part of Playtime Co.'s more experimental, and at times troubling, projects. Some staff members even noted the uncanny lifelike qualities of the toy, leading to further questions about the ethical implications of such advanced creations. Still, Playtime Company moved forward, and Mommy Longlegs cemented her place as one of the most iconic and widely recognized toys in the company's history. Her unique blended playfulness and mystery gave her a lasting legacy, making her an unforgettable part of children's imaginations across the globe. The success of the Mommy Longlegs toy line marked yet another chapter in Playtime Co.'s ambitious quest to blend cutting-edge technology with entertainment, though it also hinted at the darker, more complicated side of the company's relentless drive for innovation. From the game station to the homes of children everywhere, Mommy Longlegs left her mark, and her popularity only grew in the years that followed. Yet, in the back of many minds, there remained a lingering question: what exactly did Playtime Company unleash with the creation of Mommy Longlegs? The events surrounding Playtime Company in the early months of 1991 grew increasingly unsettling as multiple reports from employees began to surface, casting doubt on the safety and stability of the company's operations. It all began on March 21st, when an employee reported seeing a large, spider-like creature skittering through the facility. The description was vague, but the sense of unease it sparked was unmistakable. As time went on, more complaints of similar sightings poured in, with workers claiming to have glimpsed something strange and unsettlingly large, 8-legged figure darting through the hallways and shadow corners of the building. Each report only added fuel to the fire, intensifying the growing paranoia that something unnatural was happening within the walls of Playtime Co. By March 30th, the concerns had taken an even stranger turn when a different employee raised an alarming issue. It was claimed that Huggy Wuggy, Playtime Co.'s flagship toy, had been tampered with. According to the complaint, hidden cameras referred to as nannycams had been secretly installed inside Huggy Wuggy's body. The idea that a beloved toy, which had been so carefully crafted to bring comfort to children, might be used for surveillance caused shockwaves among the staff. No one could understand why such a breach of trust would occur, but the situation was brushed aside as an isolated incident by the higher-ups at Playtime Co. Then, on May 28th, things took an even darker turn. Rowan Stoll, one of Playtime Co.'s employees, admitted to Leaf Pierre, the head of innovation, that he had falsely resented a prior complaint about the company's questionable practices. Rowan had originally raised concerns about the growing number of unusual occurrences in the facility, including the allegations about Huggy Wuggy's surveillance, but was convinced either by threats or promises to withdraw his complaints. When Rowan admitted to this lie, it raised serious questions about the company's internal operations and whether there was a larger, more sinister agenda at play. Things only escalated further on July 11th, when an employee who discovered the truth was tragically involved in a fatal accident. It appeared that someone had tampered with his car, intentionally causing a crash that would claim his life. The circumstances surrounding the accident were suspicious, and rumors spread that Rowan's death wasn't just a tragic accident, but rather a calculated move by someone trying to silence him. Given his recent confessions about the company's secrets, many employees suspected foul play, though no evidence was ever found to support the claim. The company moved quickly to cover up any potential scandal, but the whispers of conspiracy continued to circulate. In the days leading up to his death, Rowan had become more and more vocal about a disturbing plan he had been concocting. On July 15th, he began to manifest a sense of urgency, discussing a scheme he intended to put into motion the following week. Rowan spoke cryptically of the reckoning that was fast approaching, though he never fully explained what he meant. Those who interacted with him during this time noted a heightened sense of anxiety and paranoia in Rowan, as if he had uncovered something so dark that he couldn't bear to keep it to himself. By July 22nd, Rowan Stoll had gone completely missing. His absence was initially brushed off as a personal matter, with no immediate action taken by Playtime Company to investigate his whereabouts. However, as time passed, rumors began to swirl that Rowan had met a far darker fate. It was eventually revealed, though the details were kept deliberately vague, that Rowan Stoll had been eaten by none other than Boxy Boo, one of Playtime Co.'s other experimental toys. The company worked hard to suppress this information, doing everything in its power to prevent the incident from becoming public knowledge. The public's perception of Playtime Company was crucial to its success, and any scandalous revelations would only tarnish the company's image. The truth about Rowan Stoll's fate was concealed in an attempt to maintain the illusion of Playtime Company as a safe, fun, and child-friendly environment. However, the growing number of unexplained incidents, along with the tragic events surrounding Rowan, suggested that something far darker was unfolding behind the polished, happy exterior of the company. Employees continued to whisper about the increasingly bizarre happenings, but anyone brave enough to speak out was swiftly silenced or removed from the company, leaving many to question whether Playtime Company had truly gone too far with their experiments. The secrecy surrounding Rowan's disappearance and death only fueled the rumors, casting an ever-expanding shadow over the once celebrated company. Playtime Company was no longer just a place for toys to come to life. It was becoming a place where the line between imagination and danger had blurred, and employees who dared to uncover the truth were paying a heavy price. In 1993, Playtime Company introduced one of its most enduring and innovative creations to date, Boogie Bed. Designed to be the ultimate combination of charm and cutting-edge technology, Boogie Bed quickly became a standout figure within the Playtime company lineup. Unlike many of the company's earlier creations, which were often larger and more imposing, Boogie Bed was a small, compact, and undeniably cute robot that immediately captured the hearts of everyone who encountered him. Boogie Bed's design was a delightful blended whimsy and functionality. With his vibrant colors, smooth, rounded edges, and expressive face, he was created to embody the spirit of fun and playfulness that Playtime Company was known for. But it wasn't just his appearance that made Boogie Bed so special, it was his personality. Equipped with a sophisticated set of sensors and programmed to respond to various stimuli, Boogie Bed had an almost human-like quality, reacting to sound, motion, and even touch with a series of delightful movements and vocal expressions. Whether he was bobbing to music, dancing around the room, or making amusing little noises, Boogie Bed had a way of bringing joy to everyone in his presence. The robot's playful nature was central to his design. He was more than just a toy. Boogie Bed was a companion who could interact with children in a way that no other toy had before. His movements were smooth and fluid, making him seem almost alive. His sensors allowed him to react to his environment in real time, making him a perfect playmate for children who could engage with him in endless games. Whether dancing to a beat, performing little tricks, or simply rolling around, Boogie Bed was always ready for fun. His delightful energy and charming personality made him a favorite among young children, and it was soon clear that Playtime Company had created something truly magical. In fact, Boogie Bed's success was so significant that he quickly became a permanent fixture of the Playtime Company factory. His image, which once graced the packaging of his toy, began to adorn the walls of the factory, as his bright, happy face became a symbol of what Playtime Company was all about, bringing joy and excitement to children through innovative, playful designs. His presence on the walls of the factory served as a reminder of the company's mission, to create toys that would not only entertain, but also foster creativity, imagination, and companionship. Boogie Bed was everything Playtime Company stood for, a toy that embodied both cutting-edge technology and heartwarming fun. What made Boogie Bed particularly special was his longevity within the Playtime Company family. Unlike many toys that come and go, Boogie Bed remained a beloved character within the company's history for many years after his initial release. His charm and popularity didn't fade with time. If anything, his legacy only grew as the years passed. Boogie Bed became more than just a toy. He was a symbol of Playtime Co.'s ability to evolve and adapt, pushing the boundaries of what toys could do while staying true to their core mission of bringing joy to children. Even as Playtime Company expanded its portfolio with new and more advanced creations, Boogie Bed continued to hold a special place in the hearts of those who had grown up with him. He was not just a piece of Playtime Company history. He was a lasting icon that represented the perfect balance between technology and fun, between innovation and heart. His image remained etched in the minds of fans and collectors, and he continued to be a favorite among those who appreciated his unique blend of simplicity and sophistication. In the years that followed, Boogie Bed became one of Playtime Co.'s most enduring icons. His cheerful nature and interactive features inspired a generation of toy designers, helping to shape the future of interactive toys. Whether as a collectible item or a cherished memory from childhood, Boogie Bed's legacy continued to thrive, proving that even in a world increasingly focused on technological advancement, there was always room for toys that could make you smile. Playtime Co.'s creation of Boogie Bed in 1993 marked a turning point for the company, one that embraced both innovation and heart in equal measure. His enduring popularity demonstrated that sometimes, the simplest ideas were the most effective, and that no matter how advanced toys became, the core mission of Playtime Company would always be to make children's lives a little brighter, a little more fun, and a lot more magical. In 1995, the unthinkable happened. Playtime Company, once a thriving hub of innovation and joy, was thrown into chaos. One of the employees, fed up with the increasingly strange and unsettling happenings within the company, made the decision to leave. Little did they know, this was only the beginning of a horrifying chain of events. That very night, the hour of joy occurred, an event that had been foretold in whispers throughout the factory, but had always seemed too fantastical to believe. The toys that had once brought laughter and fun to children across the world suddenly came to life, but not in the way anyone had imagined. Instead of entertaining, they began doing the unthinkable, turning on the very people who had created them. The factory, once a place of wonder, became a nightmarish battleground as these animated creations turned violent and aggressive. The workers, caught completely off guard, were left helpless as the toys, powered by something far more sinister than mere programming, attacked. Chaos reigned in the factory as the workers fought to escape the unrelenting onslaught of their own creations. As the hours passed and the horror unfolded, Playtime Company was irrevocably changed. The company was left to rot, abandoned by the few remaining employees who managed to flee in the wake of the chaos. The building, once filled with life and laughter, was now a cold, desolate shell. It wasn't long before Playtime Company was officially shut down, its doors sealed and its secrets buried. But before that happened, one final log was recorded, a chilling message from an employee who had seen the company's darkest secrets and feared the consequences of what had transpired. The final log was captured on a battered recording device, its voice shaky and filled with urgency. The employee, speaking in hushed tones, seemed to be recording this message as a desperate attempt to leave behind some kind of record of the events, as if knowing that this could be his last chance to warn others.
Final log. In relation to Experiment 1006, the prototype. Coordination and cooperation are evidently within his skills, as well as that of all other experiments of his type. Though still missing, today's events are no doubt in relation to him. His absence was a flaw in the scientific process, a flaw that should have been anticipated and accounted for. No experiment, no creation, should ever have been left unchecked, especially one of his potential. His absence is a critical failure, and now, we are paying the price.
The voice faltered, the weight of what was being said sinking in. The employee seemed to pause for a moment, as if the weight of the situation was overwhelming him. The sounds of muffled thumping and distant screams could be heard in the background, but the man continued, determined to leave this log for posterity.
That's why I'm making this log, so that the same mistake won't be made twice. No one can say they weren't warned. Any future experiments will need to be contained and disposed of in a secure location. No more room for error. No more room for chances. We cannot afford another failure like this. This is not just about science. It's about survival. It's about the future of this company. If this doesn't end here, it will end somewhere else, and I cannot, at the moment.
The voice was abruptly interrupted. A sudden noise filled the recording, a heavy, echoing footstep that seemed to reverberate throughout the entire room. The sound of the footsteps was unmistakable, and the fear in the employee's voice escalated.
I'm not worried about myself. One breakthrough, and I'll be back. We must forge onward in the name of science. Whether those who are beneath us understand it or not. There is no turning back now. There is only one thing that matters now.
The recording was cut short. The final words were drowned out by a loud crash, followed by the unmistakable sounds of footsteps, heavy, deliberate, and far too close. The employee's voice, now frantic, could be heard trying to call for help, but it was clear that help would not come. Then, only silence, punctuated by the faint echoes of distant, agonized screams. The hour of joy had come, and it was far more terrifying than anyone could have predicted. The employees who had once worked to create these toys, these living, breathing monstrosities, were now the victims of their own creation. Playtime Company was no longer a place of innovation. It had become a place of nightmares. And as the last employee's log ended, the building fell silent, with no one left to witness the aftermath. The following morning, Playtime Company was found abandoned. The factory doors were locked, and there was no sign of life within. The few remaining employees who had survived the night were nowhere to be found. All that remained were the toys, each one seemingly frozen in place, as if waiting for their next command. But the world would never know the full extent of what transpired within those walls. The true heart of Playtime Company was buried with the factory. What happened that night, the hour of joy, was a secret that would never be uncovered. Playtime Company was left to rot, its twisted legacy sealed forever behind the walls of that forsaken building.
You are perfect. Lincoln Loud.